most of the summer. And Dr. Hughes said it could get worse.
It's growing on plants and so forth, and as leaves dry out and die, then that will also release a lot of mold into the air.
And no fun being an allergy sufferer. He went on to say people will find some relief when we see our first cold spell.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs.
McCall, we've seen mold most of the summer and now storms tonight.
Yeah. So it looks much like summer storms as we're used to, maybe in, say, July, early part of August.
Yeah, very much like that. The one fortunate thing that we have going for us is that these storms are coming in during the overnight hours, so the instability isn't as high as if these storms were coming in the middle of the afternoon. A look at live Doppler 7 radar, though, does look like those storms are rather intense. When we take a closer look across the northern Miami Valley, that's where most of the activity is located. From Wapakoneta into Sydney, you can see some heavy rain is falling. That does extend back into northern Darke County and even into portions of Randolph County right now, with frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. Take a look at this feature here, though. You see this thin green line that's pushing through Miami County and back into northwestern Champaign County. That's actually a gust front. So what's happening is here you have the thunderstorms collapsing, and that's pushing some cool air out ahead of the storm, and it creates this boundary. And sometimes that can actually ignite some storms and showers out ahead of the main line. But it also cuts off the supply to these storms, so potentially could lead to some of these storms weakening on the backside of that gust front. But certainly we're not done with this quite yet. Bigger picture view, these storms steadily moving to the east-southeast, and they're only traveling at about 30 miles per hour. So that also could lead to some isolated minor flooding because of the slow-moving nature of these heavy downpours and storms. Now this line extends from western parts of Lake Erie all the way back into central Indiana. So we still have a lot of it to work on by before we finally call it quote-unquote into the clear. But these storms will come through tonight, and most of the area should be quiet by daybreak tomorrow. On the backside of the front, we have some cooler air that's filtering in. Notice we have 60s, Kalamazoo at 66 degrees, South Bend in the upper 60s. But still for us locally, we're holding on strong, close to 80 degrees in the Dayton area. So as the storms come through, we will see those temperatures dropping. So there's Futurecast, get you to about 11:30 tonight. Those storms moving in. They're actually a little bit further to the east and southeast than Futurecast is depicting, but certainly gives you the idea that we have those showers and storms coming in. By 1 a.m., they begin to weaken and become a bit more widespread and disorganized by that point in time. Walking through about 7 o'clock in the morning, it shows that the Miami Valley is dry. Now, a rogue downpour may still be out there, but for the time being, we look at just a mostly cloudy sky to start the day. As we get closer to lunchtime tomorrow, because the front is still nearby, that may trigger a few more isolated showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder around midday. But then as we get into the afternoon, that chance for rain and thunderstorms will exit the Miami Valley, and we'll start to see gradually clearing conditions by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon and into and through the evening. Notice by 11 p.m. tomorrow night, we have a mainly clear sky. Not only are we clearing, we're going to see some cooler air and more comfortable weather settling in. Now, how much rain can we expect as this line comes through? About 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain, but we will see some pockets that may pick up to about 1/4, perhaps 1/2 an inch, if we do get a pretty good downpour that moves through slowly. So bus stop forecast tomorrow. Let the kids take the umbrella with them, or at least a jacket with a hood in case there is some showers out there early on. But we are going to be warming up for the latter part of the day with a high up to about 78 degrees. That is actually close to average for this time of year. And then we start to cool back through those 70s and 60s quickly into tomorrow evening. Now, the rest of my 5-day forecast shows that we have some warm temperatures that will surge back in heading toward the upcoming weekend. That may spark off a few stray downpours Friday and Saturday, but most of us stay dry all the way through Sunday.
Thank you, McCall. This is week 5 of high school football. It's only Tuesday, and two teams, bands, are in a battle in the Goodwill Drive to victory.
We'll introduce you to the schools competing this week and what it means to them to be involved.